Okay, the camera's rolling. Are you ready? Are you? How's my positioning? How's my positioning?
Move it.
Alright. Hey everyone. Hi.
That's my impersonation of the intro music, the AC/DC.
Sweet.
Hey. Okay, ready? You go.
Okay, so we're giving you details on the Off the Grid rally coming up. We're getting super excited. It's just around the corner.
Yeah.
So
and rather than having you read, you'll get all of this typed out, but rather than having you read a dry, frequently asked question, we're just going to give you a rundown on video.
Totally, because we'll think of stuff when we're just talking that we might not write down, but you'll also get a list coming up later on this week, so that you can print it out, make a PDF, laminate it, and stick it in your door.
Let's get to
and
it.
Keep it forever.
Let's get to it. Okay, so
I'm super excited about this. All right,
here we go. Okay, so Friday, for Off the Grid attendees for the weekend, the arrivals start Friday at noon. You can start checking in. That's the official time. I know some of you are going to be showing up earlier, which is awesome. You'll just need to have your own site. And
there's going to be traffic.
Yeah, you know.
So if you guys were there, last year, you know that when people start arriving, you know there's a little bit of a bottleneck, but we have more people helping us this year, so hopefully we're going to move things along
we're not there yet.
faster.
Hang on. Okay, so where we are right now is you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
When you arrive, you're going to pull up to the front of Camp Edison, and you'll just let them know that you're with Overland Bound. If you have a pet, pets are an additional $6 a night, and we just ask you to cover that. It's a dog-friendly, it's a very pet-friendly environment. $6 a night. That is it. So 12 o'clock, you can start arriving. Check in your pet if you have it, and tell them you're with Overland Bound. You'll follow the signs throughout Camp Edison. We're in the same space we were last year, except we have tripled the number of campsites. Yes, thank you. So we have way more space. We're taking up a much larger section, which is great news because it means you guys won't be piggybacking on each other in these camping parking spots.
People were on top of each other last year. We'll be more spread out, many more spaces, so it's going to be a lot better.
And on that note, because the terrain is very varied with each parking spur, very varied. Yes.
Should I go put on a different shirt so we don't match?
No, stop it.
Okay.
Goofball.
We didn't coordinate.
Okay, so if you rooftop tent, trailers, please bring leveling devices.
I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.
Just continue. I'll be right back.
Make sure that you have things that you can level out with, because we can't guarantee a perfectly flat spot, but you guys have probably traveled enough with it to know that you need to do that. So the deal is, on Friday, when you arrive, you'll check in. There'll be a big a headquarter. It'll be obvious. And you'll check in with us. You'll get your swag bag and all the goodies. And then we'll get you set up in a spot. And by we, I mean we're going to have a staff of people who will help you. You will... I can't with you. We'll... You're such a dork.
Okay.
It'll be a very relaxed atmosphere. We just want people to come hang out, decompress, especially if you've been on the road. We're going to have more activities for kids. We'll have like a scavenger hunt. We'll be able to have fun, let them have fun just being in the campsite. Around, I don't know, like 6 o'clock, we'll have an informal meal. We're asking that people bring their own plates and utensils to the meals because we want to cut down on garbage as much as possible. We're providing beverages, like 2 beverages for each meal. And there's a reason why we're bringing the food
like water
up there.
And Kool-Aid?
Yeah, they got
Coke.
There's a big reason why the food is being prepared and brought up the hill. We want people to come and arrive and focus on hanging out with each other, not cooking meals. So it's really a great time to connect. And bring on top of bringing your own plates and utensils and cups and whatnot so that we can, again, reduce on garbage. Also be prepared, have headlamps, flashlights. It can get pretty dark in that area. It's lit, but bring extra sources of light. We'll do an official welcome around 7:30.
Who's doing that?
You are. And then we'll probably have, I think we're going to have some music, some live music happening. And it's just going to be a great time around campfires. And really quick, very important, you have to arrive by 10 o'clock. If you do not arrive by 10 o'clock, Camp Edison will have you camp in a parking area outside. They have it's great because it's so firm, but it's a very strict sound curfew, 10 o'clock. We've
been good citizens the last few years. They let us come back because Overland Bound members are awesome, so that's been good. But the 10 o'clock quiet time,
it's real.
It's a real thing, and we get to be the bad guys and walk around and be all, hey guys, it's 10 o'clock, so...
And if you don't think you're going to be able, come talk to me if you don't think you're going to be able to make it before 10. But shoot me an email, let me know, and then I can just be aware of it as the evening progresses. Anyways, moving on. Now we're into Saturday. And so Saturday, we're doing things a little bit different for people who have attended Off the Grid 2015 and 16. We are running smaller groups over a longer period of time. So we'll be going up in 8 different groups.
Way better.
Of about, 8 to 10 vehicles per group. It's going to start at 8 a.m. and the last group goes at noon. This really is to keep the trail as clear as possible, to keep the impact down.
Yep.
The route we're taking this year
I do this on YouTube too.
What's that?
Yep. That's my job.
Okay.
I'm the yep guy.
Okay. The route this year, we're going to be going up the same way we have gone up before.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a circular route. We will be going down the backside of the mountain and then feeding out into, I think it's 168. It's the road there. So basically we're going to take a left out of Edison and then trip, back down road. And then we'll take a left back into Camp Edison.
8 groups of 8 to 10 up and a loop, and it'll be a lot smoother.
Yeah.
No, we're trying to avoid the traffic jam, so it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, and so the whole trip with a 1-hour stop at the top of Bald Mountain is about 4 hours. So 4.5. Yeah, before your group leaves, we will give you a beautiful lunch that you can take up there and enjoy. A lunch and a beverage. Again, we want you focused on hanging out and not cooking food. I don't know why I'm like...
Because it's great.
I know. Okay.
But now she's promised it will be beautiful.
It'll be beautiful. So once you come back, again, it's hangout time. We'll have more stuff for kids.
On the lunch, each lunchbox, does that qualify? We can just do a flower. It'll be beautiful.
Okay. So around 6 o'clock, we'll have our big dinner, and we're doing the prime rib and the chicken again, and all the sides, and again, bring your own utensils. And around 7:30, we'll do our raffle, and the raffle's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
because we have a wide variety of stuff this year. It's all out in the kitchen. Have you seen it?
Cool. Yes, I've seen all of it. It's very, very cool.
And then hanging out, and then Sunday is
rolling out.
Do your own thing day.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Yeah, cool. So we look forward to hanging out with you guys. Getting really exciting. It's very close by. Let's see, a few things that I'll mention is the biggest piece of advice I could give anyone while out there on the trail, especially if you haven't gone before, is take it slow. We're not in a hurry. And, sometimes if you slide backwards and your tire slips off a rock and you hit hard on the frame and it feels like you're falling and things get really exciting and your heart gets going, you might have a tendency to use that old adage, when in doubt, throttle out, and things get very, heightened. And that's the perfect time to slow down. If you're not in a precarious position, just stop and we're not in a hurry. Assess the situation, put it in park, or turn the engine off in gear, set your emergency brake, see what the situation is, and just go slow. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you. The trail is moderate, but it's changed. Corey has run the trail on her own a couple of times this year, and it's more deeply
carved out.
Yeah, it's
the water,
more deeply rutted.
No, winter changed it.
Yeah.
And if people remember that section of the trail, those who've done the trail before, the section of the trail that has the railing, that got completely washed out. So they had to cut above that, cut into the hillside above that. So it's been a doozy. I went down and I used my Expo West skills, and I built a bridge. That's not true.
That you can cross with a vehicle using nothing but wood that's on site and the manila rope. So. Okay, and one other thing we're going to be doing this year is we will be doing an assessment of vehicles just to do a tech check to make sure, it's not about, it's about making sure that no one's going to be limping home with a damaged vehicle because we're gonna have an inspection, just to make sure. It's not an inspection, it's just to make sure. We have a group of folks who are very experienced. They're going to look at your rig, and we'll just make sure that it's passable and that it will be able to get up the hill. Both years we've had instances that were a little bit too close for comfort for me, because I espouse going slow and being safe, and we've just had a couple of close calls, and so we want to make sure that the rigs are really capable, and one of the things that means is that it's you've got enough ground clearance. You are 4-wheel drive, no 2-wheel drive. There's 3 sections that need the clearance. Yeah, no 2-wheel drive rigs. Like a stock 4Runner, for example, that has enough clearance. But if for some reason your vehicle is very low, we want to catch that before you go up the trail. No mud flaps, no chrome bumper or chrome exhaust that hangs down low. You guys just don't want to bring that on the trail because the trail will be really good about removing those accessories for you. Yeah. So we'll just we'll talk about it when we're there. We'll have plenty of time to go through things. We're going to have another general Q&A session about going on the trail on Friday evening when we're there. Just going over the basics. Yeah. And if you're attending boot camp on Friday, we will be sending out an email probably tomorrow with more information on that, with all the details, the itinerary, the arrivals, etc. Cool. I think that's it. I think we have rambled enough. We have. All right, you guys. Looking forward to it. We'll see you soon enough. Look forward to spending time with y'all. Yay! Should we cut now? Yes, let's cut. Get back to work.